Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Colts are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. And another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game. And the head coach said, I'll take him. I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got room at the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Yellow. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Mahomes' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. They'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage. He'll be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Hey, go steal.
They'll run it again with Henry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Vikings at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 13. Batted. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they will set up shop at their own 41. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. onside give to Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle on that play by Quinton Williams. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kyle Duggar in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tunyon, 50 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Robert Tunyon capping it all off on the touchdown grab. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, this is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start. The counter, here's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. On the ball. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throws to his man on the out route. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Here we go. A Third down looming here as this defense is hoping to preserve the shutout in this fourth quarter. Let's see how they fare. Throwing there, but this... Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.